Hello there. Extremely delighted to be in touch with you. Thank you very much for your overwhelming response on my video on the tranquility of mind, part 1 and part 2, especially the part 2. Many of you have sent messages appreciating, and some of you even called me. And some of you have requested me whether I can post a video on Yoga Sutra in nutshell, maybe 10-15 minutes. It's a very challenging task for me. So I'm just going to make an attempt. Hope it will come all right and it will be useful to you. So Yoga Sutra, now there are 196 sutras in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. There are 196. I'm thinking of taking only 11 sutras. That means only covering 5% and try to give the essence of Yoga Sutra in a nutshell. First sutra I'll take is 1.02, Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Here the definition of yoga is given. Yoga is the regulation or cessation of mental processes, thinking processes. Here, I have to tell that the mind, there are 5 states of mind. What are they? Shipta, Mooda, Vikshipta, Ekagrata, and Nirodha. Shipta is agitated state of mind, Mooda is a dull state of mind, Vikshipta is oscillating state of mind, Ekagrata is one-pointedness, and Nirodha is absorbed. Here the word is used Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So here we can take both Ekagrata state as well as Nirodha state depending upon the level of the practitioner. So yoga is the cessation or the regulation of the thinking process. Okay. Then the next sutra is 1.03. Tada drashtuhu swarupe avasthanam. If we have this one-pointedness or the absorption, total absorption, what will happen? The seer will abide in his own nature. Example, suppose you have gone to see a movie, and if you are very clear that you are the seer and the movie is seen, then you will enjoy the movie. Similarly, anything happening in the world, treat it as a movie and you are the witness. When you have this witness attitude, you will not be affected. You will enjoy at the same time. If it is a comedy movie, you will enjoy, you will laugh. If it is a very tragedy movie also, you will take part, but you will feel that I am not that. The clear discrimination between the seer and seen is there. So you will abide in your own state or nature. This is the second sutra. The third sutra is, if you don't do that, if you don't regulate or the mind, mental activity, okay, then what happens? Then vritti sarupyam itaratra. Meaning what? You will identify yourself with the vritti, that is the thought, and you will get affected by that. You will, once you are identified with the vritti, then you are subject to the ups and downs. Suppose you identify with the picture you see, when there is a very sorrow movie, then you will also cry, right? Similarly, in the world, if you identify with everything, okay, then you will get upset, and the ups and downs are going to be there. You will become the part of the samsara. So in this state, that vritti sarupyam itaratra, what happens is the mind will be in which state? Shipta, Mooda, and Vikshipta. That is, agitated state will be there. Whenever you are in the agitated state or the dull state or oscillating state, say that, then you are vritti sarupyam. You are not identified with yourself. Tada drashtuhu swarupya avasthanam. You are not in your own nature. That's what the meaning of that. Then the next sutra is abhyasa vairagyabhyam tan nirodha. How do I attain this state, the absorbed state or the one-pointed state, that what is mentioned in 1.02? How do I attain that yoga? Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. That chitta vritti nirodha, how do I achieve? Then he says that abhyasa vairagyabhyam tan nirodha, by practice and dispassion. Then immediately question comes, what is practice? What is dispassion? Then the subsequent sutra comes there. Okay, 1.39. Yada abhimada dhyanadva. What are the things you have to practice? Whatever you do, okay, focus on that. Whatever the job you do, give yourself totally into that. Then you will be successful. You take anything you want, or you do what you like to do. You see, either two things: either you like what you do, or you start liking whatever is given to you. When you are in a good state, now happy about what you do, you love what you do, you go beyond the dimension of time and mind. That means you are in a tranquil state of mind. This is abhyasa we have to practice. Then only that chitta vritti nirodha will be possible. Then the next sutra is 2.01. Tapaha swadhyaya ishvara pranidhanani kriya yoga. He suggests that do kriya yoga. What is kriya yoga? It comprises of three parts: tapas, swadhyaya, ishvara pranidhana. Tapas means discipline, the control of the sensory organs. You have to be very clear about what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you touch, because that becomes the input for you. It can affect your mind positively and negatively. So you have to see and that use your indriyas in a functional way. Then you will be in a happy state of mind. Then the chitta vritti nirodha is possible. And this is tapa. What is swadhyaya? Swadhyaya means self-study or studying about yourself, right? Patanjali Yoga Sutra is a good grantha, book. You can study that. Bhagavad Gita is a good grantha. Upanishad, we can do that. That is swadhyaya. Ishvara pranidhana. What is Ishvara pranidhana? Surrender to God means what? Don't have a ego. The ahankara you should avoid. When you avoid ahankara, then the mental peace is possible. Then chitta-vritti nirodha is possible. That's what he says. Then 2.17. What is 2.17? He says that drashtu drishya yogo samyogo heya hetuhu. What you should avoid? The heya hetuhu. Heya means future suffering should be avoided. And what is the cause? Hetu means cause. What is the cause of future suffering? The drashtu, the seer and seen is understood to be one. The identification, the mingling, the admixture of seer and seen, that should be avoided. That should be practiced. That is a abhyasa. That is a practice. Then 2.26. Viveka khyatihi aviplava hana upayaha. Aviplava, uninterrupted, clear. Viveka khyati. Viveka khyati means discriminative knowledge. Clear, uninterrupted, discriminative knowledge about the seer and seen. That is the upaya. That is just means. Then if you know that, then you can avoid this samyoga, that admixture, then you will be in a chitta vritti nirodha state, in a totally absorbed state. This is 226. Then 229, he says that yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhayaha, ashtovangani. This is Ashtanga Yoga. You practice that. You practice Ashtanga Yoga. Yama. Yama means what should not be done. Okay, do's, don'ts. What are they? He says ahimsa. Don't violate violence. Violence, you don't hurt people. Truth, you speak truth. Then asteya, don't steal. Brahmacharya, discipline, control of the sense organs. Okay. Then aparigraha, don't hoard too much. Don't be greedy. This is what he says, that this is come under yama. Niyama is what is to be adhered to, followed. What are they? Shaucha, that is cleanliness. Santosha, contentment. Then tapas, that is again we said that control of the discipline. Tapas. Swadhyaya, self-study. And Ishvara pranidhana, surrendering to the God, that not to identify with the ego. This is what? Yama niyama. Asana, postures. That will give the flexibility of the body. When the body can stay put in our same place, then it helps to control, have a control on the balance of the mind also. Then pranayama. Pranayama is the breathing technique, which because there is a close connection between the mind and the breathing. So you do the breathing technique. We talked about in yesterday that posting 2, that is tranquility of mind, part 2. I said that there are Brahmana, Langana and Samana pranayama. So accordingly the need, whether we need energy or we want to relax the mind or you want to be in the equilibrium, we have to choose the pranayama. If you want to know more about it, Please watch my video, Tranquility of Mind Part 2, to more on that. This is pranayama. Pratyahara is sense control. Dharana means concentration. Dhyana means meditation. And samadhi means total absorption. He said that practice this. So this is what, and what is the vairagya part? Anything coming in the way of our practices, whatever that abhyasa, that we should be dispassionate, that we should avoid. Then chapter 3, I have not taken any sutra from chapter 3 because it talks about vibhuti. That is, vibhuti means power to manifest. See, the power comes automatically. When you are in the path of yoga, the power comes automatically. It is a milestone. It's like, it comes. When you want, if you're traveling from Chennai to Mumbai by train, the various station, Pune will come, Karjat will come, and all stations, that is an indication that you are going the right track. So when you are in the right track, the power will come, power to manifest will come. But we should not get carried away. Patanjali says that don't get carried away. That's why I have not mentioned the Vibhuti Pada, any sutra here. See, for example, you are going from Chennai to Mumbai by train. In Karjat, there is a vada pav, very tempting vada pav. You get down and start enjoying the vada pav, and in the process you miss the train. That should not be the case. You can enjoy vada pav, but you should not miss your goal. Similarly, many times what happens, the siddhi, you get carried away by the siddhi and you forget about the final goal of kaivalya. That is a liberation. That's why I have not taken any sutra from 3, because we are talking about in nutshell. And in chapter 4, I have taken 4.1.5, Vastu Samye Chitta Bedat Tayoho Vibhaktayaha Pantaha. It's a beauty. The beauty of appreciating diversity of view. We should appreciate diversity. That's a creativity process. That if you start diversity, then you will start respecting people different views. Okay. What you say that Vastu Samye, even though the objects are same, okay, even though the sense objects are same, Chitta Bedat, because our minds are different, okay, our programming is different, our conditioning is different. Tayoho means the object and the knowledge of the object. We see the same object, but we get different knowledge based on our programming, based on our, because our minds are different, okay. Then what happened? Our paths are vibhakteya, different paths, because we perceive differently. We should understand this. And we ourselves, over a period of time, the same object, we start seeing it differently. Then we will understand that how much to depend on our own mind. And based on our knowledge, as we acquire Swadhyaya, do it more and more, we will understand what is the truth. What is Vidya? Seeing things as they are. Then you know that you yourself is the consciousness is the only permanent thing, that is Kaivalya. So I have taken this 11 Sutra. Hope that it's very useful. I call it as a Yoga Sutra in nutshell. Thanks for this opportunity.